Hello, everyone. Well, we are back every single day serving the community of women going through perimenopause and beyond. Today's topic is actually very interesting. That is something that's very dear to me, is reflexology. Fascinating field. We have never talked about how reflexology can help women going through perimenopause phase. Well, to talk about this, we have one of the leading reflexologists from this country, Sofia. She's joining me live. She's not only a reflexologist, but also an Ayurveda counselor and also an emotion plus body code specialist, whatever that means. We're going to find that out. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you, Amita, for inviting me to speak to your community and to my community and beyond, because we're live, and such an honor. And I'm very excited to present. So, as you said, my name is Sofia Ianovskaia, and I practice a couple of modalities. And before we start, I think it's important to give first, I want to say a quick disclaimer that this information is not meant as a substitute for medical assistance or diagnosis or supervision. And we are talking today about perimenopause, which is like a preparation for menopause. And if your symptoms persist or worsen, please seek medical advice. So number one, I want to give very briefly a short definition. What is reflexology? Because some people do not know. It's a study and art and science of applying specific touch techniques to the feet, to the hands or outer ears, where theory suggests that there is a pressure map resembling a shape of the human body. So by applying a nurturing touch in a very specific way, you achieve a range of health benefits. And reflexology is about reaching the internal organs through pressure applied to reflexes located on the skin. There are so many reflexes on the entire body, but when you come and see me, and I'm located in Reseda, it's called Los Angeles area in California. If you choose to do that in person, then I predominantly work on your face, scalp and ears and feet, a little bit less on the hands, but this is also possible. So another definition I want to quickly give is what is perimenopause. You know, according to traditional Chinese medicine, it's considered that one of the reasons why women are, it's inevitable. It's a process of our aging. But what happens during perimenopause and menopause is that the energy, the chi of the kidneys, this is where we have energy which was set by our parents at the time of conception, which is kidneys are involved in, there is be fruitful and multiply. So that energy is lessening the older we get. And the element of water, which is kidney, is the root of life. So the older we get, plus the adrenals are involved, we start to develop less estrogen. And what happens during perimenopause, it refers to a transitional period leading up to menopause. And some people even can observe symptoms during late 30s. For some people, my clients are complaining, or 40s, and for some people it can even start earlier or later. But your hormone levels, especially estrogen and progesterone, begin to fluctuate, and it affects you. Some people start having irregular menstrual cycles. Some people start having hot flushes, night sweats, mood swings, sleep disturbance, vaginal dryness, decreased libido, and changes in the menstrual flow. And it's considered officially, but some cases varied, when a woman has gone 12 consecutive months without a menstrual period, that is a sign of beginning of menopause. Please, I want to encourage you to think that it's not a medical condition, ladies. but it's rather a natural process. And the more you adjust to it and think positively about it and actually accept your aging, and the better you can go through it. And please note, and I want to assure you that there is hope. And I will give you my personal example that I think I was under too much stress a couple of years ago when the airport located close by redirected the airplanes, and basically they started flying over our backyard where I work and deliver peaceful reflexology and acutonics, which is the music of the sphere sessions. And all of a sudden, and I got so affected that I basically lost my periods, and they just came one time and then disappeared. And I thought that somebody would put me in the boiling water and forget to take me out, and I couldn't really focus. I couldn't do my sessions. I felt embarrassed because I was on fire. And what I did, I will show you, I like practical examples. What I did, number one, a couple of suggestions. First of all, because I'll show you a couple of points. Number one, if you feel I cannot share screen.
So I think no, you can share screen, but my only thing is our focus is, let's just focus on the reflexology.
Yeah.
So you can share screen. No,
Okay.
because we have limited time. We know.
Yeah. So sharing the screen, this point, if you feel nervous, anxious, this point, it will feel like a ball. So it's a correspondence to a pituitary. This is a hand of my last client, by the way. So this is a pituitary gland correspondence, and you can hold it if you feel shy, if you feel nervous or you feel shy. And this will remind me how we do So this is why we're connecting to a pituitary gland reflex. Another thing which you can do on our hand, there is a very powerful point, pericardium 8 or Lao Gong point, and that is located here. And how do we find it? We would put the middle finger here to locate, or you can just drive the energy towards, once you found it, you can just drive the energy towards your finger, and that will help you to think more positive thoughts, to relax before sleep if you cannot fall asleep, to get more balance. So you will drive it towards your fingers. Another point, which is very powerful, and you can also find it on my Instagram page, is Shanman or Divine Gate, which you can find on your hand. And the way you find it, you drive down, and there is a dip here. And it really helps relax. Also, if you suffer from insomnia or too much thinking, the Heart 7 helps you relax, calm down, and actually fall asleep. And it's a wonderful help during menopause, perimenopause. And there are a lot of points to show, but there is one which is very powerful, which I want you to really know. So I did it. I'm going to enlarge it here, and it's located on your ear, and you probably see it on the advertisement for this talk. It's called Master Endocrine Control Switch. So I'm going to enlarge it here for the audience on my, oh, that's going to mess up the arrows, but you see that it's called the intertragic notch, where you see this point in green here. It's kind of inside, and I would hold it by putting my elbows on the desk and just holding it and breathing into that. And this is a very important point if you have hot flushes. And what is important, again, to change your diet. especially if you're eating. I noticed that whenever I eat chocolate, especially even from Trader Joe's, unfortunately, I would also get on fire. So I completely eliminated it from my diet, and I became so much better. But what helped me most is rubbing these zones, which you see on my screen, just like so, like I'm showing to you, down here, like 15, 20 times, rubbing here, rubbing here. So I made a clear diagram for you where you can rub. Absolutely changing my diet. I can make a couple of suggestions. In our office, we don't have anything that we take by mouth. My teacher, Vajra Mishra, invented everything. So everything is a cream. So basically, my boiling and fire, and I was able, with the help of, in cooperation with my Ayurvedic practitioner, to completely go off the unpleasant symptoms completely within 2 weeks. Even after week 1, I felt better. Imagine how many people, ladies, are suffering for years, and we resolved it, and it's been a year and a half, and it did not come back. So I feel very balanced. So I was using these points. Of course, there are, I don't know if Amita, I know that I have to finish my presentation, but one thing which I want to show you, it comes from that you can use a spoon, a regular, it doesn't have to be silver, just a regular stainless steel spoon, and it's cool. And you can just rub here, you can do 30 times, and here, you can do, and here, to help cool off. And there are many other systems, including the ear seeds, which we can attach. So what I do, Amita, do you want me to first answer the questions for people, or to first talk how I can help further?
No, you can talk about this technology. So that's perfectly fine. What does it do? Can you explain a little bit?
Sure. What I do,
yeah,
because what I understand, the audience is large, and not everybody is able to come see me in person. I conduct reflexology consultations on Zoom, where I can guide you exactly where you would hold certain points, how you can change your diet, or I connect my team of members to help you further with dietary changes and remedies. But I'm offering a special just for this group. And if you're listening to this presentation live with Nourish Doc right now, you have a special to have an online consultation for reflexology. And the special is till the 20th of June. For Nourish Doc special, it's normally $92.68 right now. And also what I do, I have a very special, and I would say precious method, which I practice, which I've been practicing since 2020. It's called the emotion code and the body code. And on my screen right now, what it benefits you is easing anxiety, hot flushes. We work with chakra balance, work with toxins, color deficiency. We identify nutrition. We work with nutritional issues, and most of all, it's imbalances and working with trapped emotions. And this is this method is meant for body system balancing, and structural balancing and emotional wellness. And I promised to Amita that one of the members will win a raffle, a mini session with me online, but it will be only one person. But people who do not win, I will also of a special for this group only. If you are joining us live.
So I think we can take questions, Sophia, rather than talking about all this right now.
Sure.
I think basically we have one person who has just joined. So do you have any questions, the person who has joined? I'd like to keep it very short, these sessions, as I mentioned. So we can have do you have any questions? You can unmute yourself, the person who has joined live. Do you want to unmute yourself, the person who has joined, or ask a question? Okay, I don't see any response.
Hello.
Yes, hi. Yes, you have a question? We can't hear you. You have to unmute yourself.
We cannot hear. You're muted.
No, we cannot hear you. You can put it in the chat window. If you have a question, you can type it. You'll have to unmute yourself. I cannot unfortunately unmute you. You have to unmute yourself. Turn on the speaker and unmute yourself. We cannot hear you. We cannot hear you. Just go on the button and unmute yourself.
I think there is a button on the mute where the organizer can ask to unmute.
I did. I asked her, but I can't unmute her for some reason.
We cannot hear you. No sound.
You have to unmute yourself. I did.
Well, I don't know.
I don't know what. Yeah, we cannot hear you. I'm so sorry. You have to unmute yourself. Or what you can do is you can send us an email if you have any questions. We can answer that. Right now, if you want to chat, if you put it in the chat window, we can answer that. You want to type in the chat and see if you have any questions? I'll have to wrap up the session. Unfortunately, it's a live session. Is that okay? Okay, so you will send me an email and then we can answer. Or right now, if you want to chat, I'll wait for few seconds. Email? Okay, we'll send you an email. I'll send you an email and then you can book an appointment with Sofia directly. We are not taking anything at all. So feel free to book an appointment with her. Our sessions are free educational sessions that we bring on a daily basis. We don't take any cuts on anything. So I just want to make it very clear. So please feel free to book any appointment with Sofia directly. All right. Okay. Thank you so much, Sofia. The whole intention here was that reflexology really helps women alleviate some of the symptoms that they go through perimenopause. And I wanted to mention a clinical trial that has been done. And I really wanted us to talk about, when you do the reflexology, how does it impact the central nervous system, right? And invoke the parasympathetic system and helps anyone who's doing that to relax. So that's really the thing it is, whether you're doing a massage, a body massage, or reflexology, or even acupressure, you're really invoking some of the points, and acupuncture for that matter, needles. The concept is the same, the paradigm is the same. You're invoking, with the points, invoking the central nervous system to help you relax. And so with that, thank you so much, Sofia, for joining me. And thank you, everyone, for continuing to support us. And we are coming up with programs, so we'll keep you posted. Thank you.
Thank you for inviting me. Namaste.
Sure.